drown the memories of this nightmare.
No.
But I damn well try. This case would never be closed. I had more questions now than at the start. The irony of being trapped in a postmodern detective story. I felt watched.
I'm kidding, yes,
The
you can.
eyes of some unseen
Or am I?
audience on me. I wanted to turn to the hidden camera and tell them to fuck off. But I didn't know where to look to break.
Yeah, you
the
tell him,
fourth
Casey.
wall. There would always be another case for Casey. A million stories in this dark city. The night opened up to welcome me. I walked into her arms. Roll credits.
Oh. How did I miss that before? Hey, Tim.
Hey, Alan. It's good to see another sane face.
Not sure how sane I'm feeling. Be careful out there, Tim. If you see me, make sure it's really me, not some psycho wearing my face.
Sounds like you've been having a rough go. I've been there. The missing time, the aliens.
Missing time?
It's the same thing I've been saying. The dreams. Sometimes I wake up in a completely different place, missing entire days. I have no idea what happened, but I'm trying to find out. Things always get better if you just keep moving forward, Alan.
Wait, what's this about aliens?
Oh, I was just convinced that everything going on with me was because of aliens. Abductions, signals beamed into my head, that kind of thing. Now I know it's been Door all along. I haven't ruled out him being an alien, though.
I haven't ruled out him being an alien, though. Oh, it's cinema. UFOs, polyhedrons, I've seen them in my dreams. Red-haired woman, connect geometry, pure mathematical shapes. Or are you crazy and had dreams of vessel, weapon, and This board's almost full. Alright, cool. Nope, no. There's no one here by that name. I'm not going the right way. Shit, I gotta turn around.
The phone was ringing. Somehow I sensed it wasn't Zane this time.
Stop shanking me, please. Where's that phone at? Oh, there it is.
Hello? Hello. It wasn't Zane. It wasn't Scratch either. Huh? You're me? Me? I don't understand. There's a lot I don't understand.
A dark place operates in loops. Time is a story. I'm calling you from a different point in that story.
From the future? I'm never getting out of here, am I?
Yes, you will. And no, you won't. And that is by your own choice.
What does that mean?
I'm sorry for what you'll have to go through. You need to go back to the talk show studio basement. Get Alice's photos from a shoebox there. Before you can go to Parliament Tower, you must put the photos into the shoebox at her statue at the plaza. To help you, to help Alice, to help Saga Anderson.
I'm my own Deus Ex Machina? Really? How many writers does it take to finish a story? One for each draft. It's the same writer, but in a different point in time. I follow the steps he laid out for me. Alice's photo from the talk show in the basement. I go back to get them. I bring the photos to the shoebox by the statue.
Apparently I don't go in there. Ah, you bastards. Ow. Ow.
The dark place wouldn't let me go that way.
There we go. Box in the basement. Very orange. Oh, there we go.
Alice's photos. I recognize the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. I need to get them to the plaza.
Boom. Get wrecked. I remember how to get back there. There we go. Then I should be able to go straight down, activate the TV, and then I'm out of here. There we go.
I had the photos now. I needed to put them into the shoebox by the statue.
The speedrun win. We flip. Oh, is it forcing me to swap over?
The door wouldn't open.
Oh, I have to progress Saga's story. Okay. Yeah, they want me to go and to go progress Saga's story. Okay, so I guess Alan Wake's story is done for now. Alright, now we're going back to Saga. Yep.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I
think I wrote them. I remember writing an endless amount of pages. When this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
Story.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Because it wouldn't fit.
Okay.
Children.
Last time, it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded.
There's an entity inside Dark Place called the Dark Presence. Scratch and the Dark Presence are interchangeable. Flashlight seems to weaken.
Doesn't make sense.
Light in the Dark Presence. Light a bright light. Saga's filled. Vic was trapped in a dark place. Process is gradual. Cults of the tree.
That's not right.
It's not under who is involved. Vocal. Maybe I just don't have what I need. Whole new one. Members riding while in the dark. Oh, there we go. Working with Scratch. Pretty sure they are. I mean, why wouldn't they? Alright. Back to Saga.
I'm the only one who understands the forces behind this. I can help you.
No, that's not how this works. You're a civilian, and we don't do ride-alongs. And if Scratch is after you, then so is the cult. We don't know who we can trust here.
Damn it, you are making a mistake.
I'll be sure to add that to the list.
I'll be sure to add it to the list.
Hi, welcome.
Okay, past favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
stuffed moose and squirrels one.
No, thank you.
Hello,
Those
and
beady dead
welcome to
butterflies
Coffee
still
This is
World,
the
voted
third time
Washington's
I've
best
requested
coffee-themed
something be done
amusement park.
about the
All
TV
of our
in my
attractions
room.
are family-friendly
It
and
keeps going
available
on
to
by
children of
itself.
all ages.
It's keeping
Just
me
like our
awake
coffee.
all night.
Yes, sir, I'm
So,
terribly
take a
sorry.
sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic
Oh,
coffee
dear.
and let the adventure begin.
In the meantime, have you tried unplugging the TV for the night?
Oh, there's an idea, Einstein.
Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express. Oh! Soak in some local history at the Watery well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted. No. Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our amusement park petting zoo.
Oh my
Just don't share your
god.
coffee with the goats.
That'd be something Paz would
Stop
say.
eating our goat's coffee. Seriously.
Amusement.
Take in amazing views from the slow roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Watery Lighthouse trailer park. This is so much fun. And finish off at our beautiful gift shop where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks.
And propane tanks.
Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll jaw a great time.
Propane and propane accessories. Yeah, you probably could.
Welcome back, and boy do we have some breaking news that's sure to knock your socks off. Davis Family Beef Jerky will now be available at the Sunday market in 3 delicious flavors.
3!
That's right. Our favorite sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky, can now be enjoyed in smoked hickory, teriyaki, and hickory teriyaki. I handed out samples here at the Valhalla Nursing Home and thought I'd catch up with one of our residents to get her thoughts. Donna, how are you?
I've got chronic back pain from my spinal stenosis.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
When I'm feeling stiff, I find a light snack helps. So, did you try that beef jerky?
No, lunch is at 11, and I wanted to save my appetite because today was the fish soup with crackers. You're allowed up to 4 crackers, but I only take 1 unless I have a glass of cranberry juice. They ran out of cranberry juice at breakfast, which is at 7. I didn't take the oatmeal today because it makes me gassy before and I can't.
So you didn't try the jerky. Got it. Well, that's too bad, Donna. Their new teriyaki flavor sure does hit the spot.
They had teriyaki salmon with rice on Friday's dinner menu. Dinner's at 5, but we all know the salmon takes longer to prepare, and then you're late for bingo.
Oh no.
It's all that spice.
I agree. Teriyaki is a shit flavor.
Who?
Wow, that's a bad take.
Capio? How are you on the line?
I couldn't end the call.
You've been on the phone this entire time?
Yes, and I hate teriyaki.
Well, it's delicious on jerky. So, let's give a big thank you to Wendy Davis for these samples.
Wendy? No, that can't be right. Wendy went missing in 2010. I heard she's dead.
No, I'm referring to Wendy Davis from our sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky.
Wendy Davis. That's the dead one. She's dead.
Right. Well, that's our time. Remember to keep your coffee warm and your chin up because that sunshine's right around the corner. Pat Maine, signing off.
Hello?
Interesting. Cross-reference with old case files from NYC Cold. Similarities. Oh, I already looked at that.
Hello?
Tommy didn't want me to come, I can tell. Not like the trip is even helping. I thought getting out of the city would inspire me, but Bright Falls is just a bunch of trees and empty storefronts. Find something. I'm tired of writing one-act plays about how shitty the world is. I thought social commentary would make me feel like a real artist. I don't know. It's not me. I want to write something weird, something really out there, something authentic. But what? F this town. I don't even want to get into what happened last time. It's weird though, sitting here in the hotel room. Some pieces are starting to fall together. Idea for a new play, a space cult burning down the galaxy in some misguided search for TBD. Lone man, an artist wandering the stars till his destiny puts him straight into the cult's path. All black cast, a musical, a rock opera. Town's version of The Office. Tastes good. Cheese is good. I am not writing anything of that nature. Ooh, is this a manuscript? Manuscript.
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled in vain.
Well, it sounds like he's gonna die.
Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
Or wind up dead, or, you know, something of that nature.
I can't get through this.
It's paralleling Alan's story? Yeah, I can see that.
I swear I brought my full kit along. Jules, you didn't forget to pack the EMF readers, did you?
Well, I appreciate that, because, no. There's cuckoo clocks. Cuckoo clocks? Where was that coming on at?
back with Pat Maine, and we've got a very special guest today on the program. It's artisan cuckoo clock designer Terry Feldman. Terry, how are we today?
Hey there, Pat. Doing just fine. I'm a super big fan of the show. What a treat to be on with you today.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine, Terry. Now, I hear you're doing something special for Deerfest. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm crafting
Yeah.
a collection of custom basswood cuckoo clocks, but the real special sauce is when it's cuckoo time and you're expecting a bird to pop out for a chirp. Out comes a big old deer.
Well, that's just neat.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Real neat. That's gonna have the tourists tickled pink. And I hear you're selling these at the Sunday market. So make sure to say hello to Wendy Davis from our sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky, while you're there. All right? Terry, you still there?
Yeah, still here. I'm just... Geez, Pat, I'm sorry to tell you this. I thought you heard. Wendy's dead.
Oh, boy. That's a strange joke you're playing there, Terry.
No, it's... I'm sorry, Pat. You know all that FBI business. Wendy was one of those bodies they found.
Well, that's just not possible, Terry. Wendy stopped by this morning with 3 flavors of beef jerky. She brought me the smoked hickory and the teriyaki and then what was that other one?
I'm real sorry, Pat.
What was that other one? She was just talking about this just hours ago. Smoked hickory, teriyaki, and...
Hickory teriyaki.
Hickory teriyaki.
Hickory teriyaki.
Thanks, Tapio. It's just a bit of a strange joke, Terry. But Yako and I won't put you up to this.
Pat.
Well, somebody's having a laugh over this little prank, I'm sure. Terry, thank you so much for your time. Can't wait to see those Deerfest cuckoos at the market. Wendy will be there with her beef jerky as always, and we'll be back after this.
Hickory teriyaki. Oh, God. Poor guy, yeah. Alright, let's go. Flicker and Watery. Drive to Watery. Oh, I can go back to Cauldron Lake. I don't need to go to Cauldron Lake, though. Gonna look around the town, and then we'll go there.
How are you? Hey, how are you doing?
Better is better. Grand reopening. Founders Park was relocated here as our small town keeps growing. We are sure you'll find this placement for the park every bit as wonderful and relaxing as the previous. Welcome to the new and improved Founders Park.
Oh no. What will become of my birds now? Where will they go? Who will feed them? Fly away, find a happier place. Go while you still can. Now
Birds.
why'd you go and do that?
Sorry.
Stomping around like that and scaring the poor little things.
Oh man, no, sorry.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Ooh, there's a lunchbox here. You wouldn't believe how hard it was to track down these lunchboxes. Thank goodness for the internet. Huh. Is half the town there? Maybe. Maybe not. Did say the town was growing, so, you know. Maybe there's a little under half the town in there. Who's this guy? Oh, I thought I saw a prompt to talk to him. Like, who's this dude?
Hey.
Hey? Hey.
And that wraps up my list of favorite park benches in Bright Falls. And now, I just want to clear something up from our last broadcast. There was some talk, an off-color joke of sorts about Wendy Davis of Davis Family Beef Jerky being dead, which of course is a bunch of hogwash. So I'm gonna give our dear friend Wendy a call so we can put an end to these silly rumors. And oh, it looks like we already have her on the phone line. Wendy, hello.
Hi there, Pat.
That's not Wendy.
No, this is Jim Figamore. Remember, we were going to do the announcement today.
Oh, was that today? Listeners, we have Jim Figamore with us and the director of the Bright Falls Community Theater
And I'm here to announce that the theater will be losing one of its most dignified thespians as I, Jim Figamore, will be running for mayor. Hold for applause.
Well, that's quite an announcement, Jim. Just let me find my notes here. I have some questions written down for you.
The real question is what happened to this town. Bright Falls used to draw in thousands of tourists with its vibrant art scene and impressive bird feeders. And what's our reputation now? Haunted
Deerfest!
Spooky Bright Falls. The world is laughing at us.
No, Bright Falls is quite haunted.
With the FBI? We need a mayor who can turn this town's reputation around. And nobody knows more about the role of mayor than I do.
Those dogs barking
I
for.
played one in the theatrical production of Fiorello, to glowing reviews by Coffee World magazine. Mayor Setter is a joke. And you know what? I hear he kills cats. I said it.
Now, Jim,
How
this is a family show.
dare?
I found my notes here, so why don't we pivot to some questions? First question. What exactly goes into that delicious beef jerky? Right. It looks like...
Well, some people do go to places because they're quote-unquote considered haunted. Like it's a tourist destination.
What I care about is Mayor Setter. Our future's at stake.
That's like the big, like, drawing point for some places.
And it's time for a change. Jim Figamore for mayor. That concludes our program today.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree with you. I agree 100%. Because you can totally make a haunted area, like a tourist destination, easily.
Remember to buy stuff for taco night.
Taco night.
Sauce, extra hot.
Y'all love tacos. Ooh, the sheriff's office is
How
open.
many times do I have to tell you? She's gone missing.
Oh, I've been in here before.
Why would she do that? I'm a lovely person.
Eye in the sky. I don't like it. It's staring at me. Ah! Help! Turn it away! Turn it away!
It's not opening.
Nope, can't. Hello, Joe. Make some more. Third time this week I come in for the late shift and there's no coffee in the last cup. You brew a new batch. Officer Hannah. And I hate to break it to you. I have a face capable of growing a beard to make effective use of beard oil. New Marco's beard was too soft to be. Since numerous friendly reminders about how not having personal gone unheeded, fit to obviously fit to announce to the station what you have. Is it a federal offense to open something? Yes, it is. Is it a personal offense that I need to share my desk space with late night impulse buys? Yes, it is. You have been warned. Admin. Yes, Officer Lightfoot, your beard oil is ready for pickup. Front desk computer admin email not to be used for personal quarrels or other unofficial business. Wash your mugs. Hey gang, the annual event Bob and Eager waiting is about on us again. Outreach barbecue. Hear any grumbling, this is a valuable opportunity. Statistics show that officers who are well integrated with the community see lower instances of violent crime in their precinct, more effective in their policing, have overall better mental your benefit. Take it seriously. Community voted dunk tank victim. Here will be Deputy Thornton. Congratulations. Looks like everyone's getting retribution for that speed trap on 12C at last. Huh? Friendly reminder that anyone out sick on the day, provide a written doctor's note or you'll be assigned night shift for 2 weeks. Applies all to their assignment will be volunteering. Assistant for Officer Lightfoot. I see they didn't take the whole no personal stuff to heart.
He always comes home right after work, or at least calls to let you know he'll be late.
Mulligan and Thornton told everyone to stay out of the basement. And now, they're nowhere to be found. I bet they're just trying to get out of work.
Oh?
Let's not assume the worst of our colleagues.
Yeah, God forbid.
Oh no, Mulligan and Thornton went missing. Oh.
I can't force it open.
That's not good.
Hello, how are you?
I need something to cut this.
It's all called to the tree marking on.
See you around.
Really? Really? Alright, fine. Hada. There. I'll be happy.
Good afternoon.
Mind letting me in, please. Pretty please. No? Okay.
Hey there.
Alright, to Watery we go.
Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member. And this scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? Must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay. But remember what happened with the salt shaker?
Yeah, real funny.
The page placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery. I should ask around.
Yo, karaoke. Local girl. Return 3.
A vote for Mayor Setter is a vote for everyone. For Watery.
Mayor Seta will stand up for justice.
Yo, fresh fish. Let's go. Yeesh.
Hey, where's the time gone?
Aw.
Here's just a wretched husk of what used to be me left.
No fresh fish then? Damn. How dare they false advertise like that?
Hey, what did you used to say your dream job was as a kid? I bet it wasn't dock worker.
I don't know about all that, but idle hands are the devil's playground. So,
well, us fishing types appreciate you all.
Doggo. Missing doggo. Stella. That's a cute name.
mind giving me a hand in helping out?
I'm supervising the work.
And?
And it's super.
Okay, so the manuscript page took us here, right? To the trailer park? Ati.
Watery's definitely quaint.
Good day.
How did I know that comment was gonna get something? My god.
I bet they have good fish here.
Good fish. No! It's locked! What is this? Man, I want fish. I want fresh fish. It was the word playground? I bet. Ooh, boats.
Oh, you rascal. What have you been up to this time around? There's only so many times I can keep fixing the same hole.
Neurons activate. What's funny is every time I think of that, I can't help but think of that monkey image where it's like, it shows the monkey with their brain and then you just see the words neurons activated. I just can't help but think of that every time I see that.
Hello. Do you have a second?
Ah, long time and no see, Miss Anderson. Thor and Odin are not here. They are old tricksters always sneaking off.
Sorry, no, I wanted to ask you about something else. Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You've seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at the nursing
Vladimir.
home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times. I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very
Valhalla
important,
Nursing Home.
and it's a very nice bus. Thanks. Can you point me to any trailers around here?
Sure. Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park. Ilmo Koskel owns it. He owns many things in town.
And where is Ilmo?
I saw Ilmo and his brother at the bridge. Well, what used to be the bridge.
A lot of like Russian influence too. Oh, Ati.
Excuse me. Do you know where?
Artie's in the middle of a show.
It's
I
weird.
I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed. Okay then. Catchy tune.
It's Ati. See, it's the one thing that's kind of weirding me out a little bit is how like everybody knows who we are. So it makes me wonder like how long we've actually been here for people to. And that was the name of the Nightless Night. That was the name of the movie and Alan's I don't know if she's looping. It might be like, I don't know. It makes me wonder if like she's actually like a local here or something and just thinks she's an FBI agent, or the story is making her out to be one, or maybe she's from here, or maybe she's just been here a lot longer than I think, and so that's why people know who she is. But it almost seems like she hasn't been here before. So it's like, how would she know who these people are? I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking things. Watery's own Nessie. Anonymous source sent this photograph to our editors, claiming it was captured during the last full moon. Majestic beast hiding in the depths of the water, or an elaborate prank. Sea creature that defies the very laws of nature, or a submarine relic from the Cold War era. Lonely wanderer searching for companionship and compassion, or a fearsome monster out for blood. These questions, among others, haunt our editorial team here at the Bright Falls Record, after one of our avid readers sent in this mysterious photograph as evidence of an unidentified creature roaming Watery's waters. That's a word. That's a sentence. Making a rare but opportune appearance. This titillating, I don't know how to pronounce that word, spotting might just be the event of the year. As we dive deeper into this mystery, we here at Bright Falls Record invite all our readers to a naming competition. What should the local beast be called? Watery Wanda? Jelly the Sea Monster, send in your suggestions now. Coffee World, a one-of-a-kind amusement park opens in Watery. I'm sure all of our readers know Elmo Koskela, who, with the help of his brother Jacko, has been making our small town of Watery a bustling hub with his various business ventures. Play City's Coffee World has its grand opening just around the corner. I had a chance to ask Elmo about a few questions about Coffee World. Elmo, what is Coffee World about? I'm glad you asked. Coffee World is the world's greatest coffee-themed amusement park for all ages, and right here in our hometown of Watery. Got all the rides, thrills, and excitement you can ask for, and of course, lots of delicious fresh coffee, both iced and hot. Put that in. How has this unique business idea come about? Well, as you know, I'm all about ideas, an idealist, you could say. But that's even more important to me than my many successful businesses in our hometown. With my help, we can revitalize Watery, build its economy back up, bring the tourists back in, and enjoy ourselves in the process too. Profitable is just as much for the townspeople as it is for the out-of-towners. What attraction should the visitors be sure not to miss? Oh, that's having to choose a favorite child. It's impossible. But the Slow Roaster is, of course, a wonderful ride full of mystery and magic, and the Espresso Express is sure to give you a thrill. Also, don't forget to drop by the Fresh Pot gift shop on your way out. You never know what treasures you might find. Coffee, at least, I bet. Yes. Interesting. Wonder how that's been working out for people. Terrifying dive into the dark depths of an artist's mind. Tom the Poet. Thomas Zane coming up. Pinprick of light in an ocean of darkness. Oh. Okay. Oh, so this is based off of his Huh. This sounds exactly like the first game, because Thomas Zane was the diver. Barbara was the dark presence. Cynthia Weaver was the Lady of Light. Yeah, it's the first game. It's the first game in movie form, with Thomas Zane being the director. Interesting. The Dark Doppelganger in the Art and Life of Thomas Zane. Guest lecture by the president of Bright Falls Film Society, Thomas Emerson. Discussing Zane's early career in Finland, his artist commune in Bright Falls, his lost work, Tom the Poet, his mysterious disappearance in 1970, playing his own dark double in his films, the poet, the writer, the diver, Thomas the Rhymer. Oh, so it makes it seem like all his stuff got basically resurfaced again. Because I remember in the first game, they said that all of his work was essentially erased from history. And so it sounds like now his stuff is back. So it might have been Alan rewrote his stuff back into existence. Interesting. Or it could be something else entirely. But I get the feeling it was just... Oh, no. Open. Ati and the janitors. Yeah, I remember that being a... Because Ati's in the dark place too. Because he's helping Alan.
I feel bad for these guys.
Touch the deer. And I mean, he's literally the exact same person. Oh, these are the people from the nursing home. Oh, okay. So maybe that's how they know who she is. Yeah, he's an interdimensional being. He's in the dark place, he's in the real world. And in the movie, yeah. He's definitely got some kind of importance.
The flooding is even worse here. More like underwatery. I'll have to tell Casey that one later.
Clever. Ah, the puns. Paz would love it.
trailer park. Ilmo Koskela. He's that tour guide we met at Cauldron Lake. I need to find him.
A tour guide, huh? Oh, I recognize him now. He's also in the TV stuff too. Taking that. And those really goofy TV advertisements.
Mom's family was from Sweden. I've always imagined it kind of like this. Saunas, lakes. Seems nice.
Sweden.
Enjoying the sauna?
Oh, maybe it's Swedish that I'm thinking of.
The steam is amazing on my creaky old joints. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Ati to wrap up his show so we can crack open some beers.
I've read that taking a sauna is good for preventing dementia.
Yeah, and so is beer.
Ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
The half-deer, half-man monsters? Oh, sure I've heard of them. They're the reason I can't risk taking walks in the forest anymore. If one of them shows up, how am I supposed to get away? I can't run with a bad hip. I'd be killed for sure. I could maybe use my crutches to defend myself. Do you think that'd work? You're the professional.
Probably smart just to stay in the sauna for now.
I don't need no old men taken with crutches.
They say if a sauna doesn't fix what ails ya, you're a goner.
They also say silence is golden.
But duct tape is also silver.
Have you heard old Pat's radio show lately? Yeah, I fear he's losing his grip on reality.
Wait, did that chair? Oh, the chair changes color. Wait, what?
Not on the radio and not in the sun.
Wait. I'm not imagining this, am I? That chair is changing color. Blue? Red. Blue? Red. Blue? Red.
Whoa, sure is nice out here by the water.
Nice and quiet.
Whew. Hot.
Yeah, it's a sauna. It's supposed to be hot. What's that? Can't believe that chair is changing colors. That's hilarious. And only when I'm up there. Oh wait, when I get close to it, never mind. Oh my god. It's a very magical chair. Alright, so we gotta head over there. I think we gotta take the long way though. So the road is closed. I really need like a bonk emote.
Hey, Saga!
Hey, it's Ilmo.
Over here.
Hey, Ilmo. How did your walk in the woods with Steven go?
Another satisfied customer. I just hope he remembers to write a good review on the webpage. Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you.
Super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening. Are you
Yeah, that's
familiar
weird
with the
that
Cult
that
of the
keeps
Tree?
happening.
Yeah, we always thought it was an urban legend. Kids drawing creepy symbols to scare each other, but, now it's gotten pretty damn real, huh?
It's terrible what happened. We're all in shock.
Well, we're looking into it. Hoping to get things back to normal soon.
We're all for that. As normal as it ever gets around here.
You own the trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled. Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality.
What?
Is the horror story messing with their memories? So what is Coffee World?
Yeah, that is weird.
You mean you haven't seen our
Fact
commercial
versus fiction.
for it? Coffee World is a smooth blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently. Plus, right next to Coffee World is the workshop of our own Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club.
Kalevala?
We're busy building the floats for Deerfest. Don't go peeking, though. You know, we're saving the big reveal for Deerfest.
So, your commercials?
They're more than commercials, Saga. Our goal is to both entertain and educate local viewers about the fine products and services we provide. And, Yako here really comes alive in front of the camera. Really.
Fuck off. I'm just there for the food. Not sure what Ilmo's excuse is.
Hey, I'm writer, producer, co-lead, director. Do yourself a favor and, check them all out.
I should make sure I've gotten everything out of profiling.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do the profiling, though.
Elmo thinks the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
There are things that go bump in the night. It's all true. It's all true. Sound the alarm, brother. Gather the troops, brother. Yako, the shadow of the forest is getting closer.
They don't think it's an urban legend at all. They
No, they don't.
understand it's dangerous.
The trailer.
Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Yako. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer.
It's really weird, though.
A trailer park is a good place to look for a trailer. Keep it simple, Saga.
Lo mentioned Ilmo Ella owns a trailer park. Ilmo Certainly used to live here, that owned a trailer, that I'm a member of the community. I really think I lived here. This isn't Irving, but at least I can exploit it to get inside this. Fact versus.
Wake says the story will change reality around us. If that's true, then I need to know what's real.
I can imagine.
And what's fiction.
Which parts of false, if any? According to Wake, this story is changing people's memories. That's why they think they know me, but I'm not a character. I'm real. Track what's part of the story and what isn't. When the trailer park where I'm supposed to live calls me his funniest resident. Recognize me in diner, says I moved away after Logan died. Logan's part in the story. Wow, there's a lot. Guess we'll find out. End of the story. For later.
All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Yaku and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there.
Call the gift shop so they can give Saga a hand.
Yep.
Yep.
Nothing? What am I paying them for? Guess they're busy. Ay, Vito. Well, after they finally pick up, we really need to get over to Bright Falls for that, thing. Yep. Must be busy at the park. These are off-peak hours, Jaakko. They're just slacking.
Jaakko. I can't... Trail of the Cult.
The Costellas think I lived in the trailer park. With Logan. The story really is changing people's memories. Why aren't mine affected?
Weird. Eats my trailer at Coffee World.
The spare key is at Coffee World. First the witches at the diner. Now the Costellas. They all think Logan and I used to live here. Wake said the horror story would make people crazy. Like they're being brainwashed to believe the story. Is it spreading?
Must be. Pretty weird still.
There's Coffee World. Need to get across the river.
Open.
What was that?
I'm gonna bonk you. Hear that? There's some. Oh! Ooh! Someone's throwing an axe. They missed. So there's throwing. Oh.
FBI, show yourself!
Now we're dealing with speedy boys again. Except these ones are throwing an axe. Ow, you bitch! FBI, open up! Oh, he's surrounded by darkness. Shit. Oh my god, there's two of them. One down. I'm not a fan of these guys. Speedy Gonzalez antics. Die.
More people turning into Taken. Is this the cult? Or the story? Or both?
I am shooting them, they're just not going down.
Another rhyme.
Ooh, another one. The gentle beast with a beautiful crown runs through the woods with a worried frown. From the hunter he flees between the mighty trees to make it out alive. Gentle beast.
That's not right.
No, that must not have the pieces. I might not have the pieces I need. Oh. Oh. Moose doll. I got a couple of new dolls. Okay. Gentle beast with a beautiful crown. Runs through the woods. Moose? Something happened. One. Is that new? That's new. Don't know what to say for either of those. Well, we got something out of it, and I think it's the one, because I don't remember seeing that before. Oh, I can jump down. Oh, that's new.
Jesus. A charm.
Oh, it's one of the coffee ones again. Saves me from death. But it breaks. More Cult of the Tree symbols.
Another locked box.
Fuel tank. Found another dead taken over by the radio tower. Looked like it was bashed to death. There was a lunchbox and some weird knitting by the corpse too. I took care of the body, but that's the third one this month. Everyone keep your eyes peeled. We need to find this guy and let him know the cult of the tree means business. So the Taken and the cult may not actually be with each other. Or what? Oh, crap. Manuscript page.
What had kept Watery afloat all these years? A century, if not more. The locals knew the answer. Grit. Or as they put it in the language of their Finnish forefathers, sisu. These days, sisu was needed more than ever. The town was fading. It never quite recovered from the lumber mill shutting its doors. Now the fishing was drying up as well. Most people had left to find jobs in other towns. Only the most tenacious stubbornly remained. Dug in. Parasites in the body of a terminal patient. Sisu. Some people tried to resuscitate the town. The Koskela brothers double-handedly warded off the impending darkness with their ventures. Coffee World brought tourists, money, and jobs. Coffee-themed fun for all ages. The Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club built parade floats. The bikers repaired vehicles and volunteered locally. But it wouldn't be enough. Watery needed a miracle. The end of the road was in sight. And it was coming fast.
See, because the thing is that the Taken are definitely a part of, like, Scratch and the Dark Presence. Because they're the monsters that you fight in not only the shadowy world, but they're also what happens when the Dark Presence takes people. But if that's the case, then how come the Cult of the Tree members, the people with the masks, are taken themselves? That wouldn't make sense, though. I guess we'll find out, but it's just weird to put it together because if the Cult of the Tree members themselves are taken, then it wouldn't make sense that they would be fighting each other. Unless there's some kind of, like, weird divide going on. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, though. Maybe they're both one and the same. Ah, there's another locked one. Probably need the bolt cutters. Maybe that's the case, is that the cult members get taken over by the Taken as they're fighting it. Crossbow bolts? Hello? I didn't see any crossbow bolts. Then when they... Yeah, that could be what happens, is that the cult members are fighting it. And then they get taken over. And then... Yeah, that would make sense. Crossbow bolts. Am I gonna get crossbow at some point? That'd be kind of cool. Oh, there's one right there. Can't grab it though. Hmm. Okay. Worry about it later, I guess. Let's go check out this cabin. Oh, I missed it. Shit. One, two, three. More crossbow bolts.
There's another cult stash.
Hey, if you take the crossbow out, put it back in the stash when you're done. Yes, I changed the code as asked. Hmm. 1, 2.
Saga was beginning to see why Casey disliked the woods so much. They felt oppressive here. Too many places to hide. The distorted carnival music drifting from the amusement park ahead did not help. What the Koskulis had said about her living in Watery with Logan unsettled her. For the horror story to involve her was one thing, but involving her daughter was crossing a line. Something darted across the path ahead, too fast to see. Saga drew a weapon. Her eyes searched the woods. A noise overhead. Saga swiveled to look. A local. A man on the ridge above her. No, not a man. A monster with a hatchet in each hand. It shouted down at her. Hunting season was a bust!
Hunting season was a bust. So he chucked an axe at me. Lovely. Hmm. You don't, that's the thing. Not a little wabbit to be hunted. Okay, so there's a... There's a puzzle here for the stash. Hmm. Oh. 1, 2, 5, maybe? Or 5, 2. Hmm. I get the feeling that these are... Oh, wait. There's another one here. Oh, I see it now. Okay, so 5 to 7. 5 to 7. There we go. Ooh. You aren't wearing the mask. This does not belong to you. Too bad. Mine now. I'm taking all of these with me. My crossbow now. We're reorganized, man. There we go. Got me a crossbow. Nice. Exactly. I'm glad you at least understand that. I'm gonna try out the crossbow when I find another taken to shoot. Oh, there's one right there.
Not quite nice.
Oh, did I miss? Oh, shit. Wonder if I can get the crossbow bolts back. Oh, I can. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Bet it takes forever to reload. But the fact that I can get the bolts back is really nice. We'll put that up there instead. Oh, there's nothing in there.
surprise. We have Gil Davis on the line from our
I've done nothing. You've done this to yourself.
Jerky. Gil, any thoughts on those crochet dog sweaters?
You need to stop.
What's that?
Just stop. Whatever this is you're doing, stop.
I'm not sure I understand, Gil.
There's no such thing as Davis Family Beef Jerky. I don't sell beef jerky. I've never made beef jerky. I don't particularly like beef jerky. I'm getting crazy phone calls for jerky orders, day and night. You got confused old ladies all over this goddamn town on the hunt for imaginary beef jerky, asking for insane flavors like hickory teriyaki, which clearly isn't a thing.
If you don't sell beef jerky, then somebody needs to tell your lovely wife Wendy, because she's out there at the market every Sunday selling it.
Wendy is dead, Pat.
No, that's not right. I just saw Wendy at the market last weekend.
Wendy went missing 13 years ago, Pat.
Oh.
They found her body. She's dead. We're trying to make peace with that, and you're making it so much harder with all this goddamn beef jerky bullshit.
No, that's just not true. She's there. Every weekend, I see her there. This joke's gone far enough. Now go get Wendy on the line so we can have a laugh about this.
She's fucking dead, Pat. Stop.
Gil? I think we're out of time. Dog sweaters, Sunday market. And yeah, Pat Main signing off.
That was a weird conversation. And I'm not avoiding responsibility because I have nothing to be responsible for.
More of those rhymes.
Three little deers ventured to roam, found a nice place to eat. One little deer never came home. The two deers cried all day long. Deer? Oh.
Okay.
Oh, deer. Actual deer, sure though. Uh-oh. Right. Where's the doggos? Bad puppies. Just a little kitty cat. Leave me alone.
Fucking monsters.
Which one has my bolts in it? The kitty got claws. Bad doggos. The deer. No. Deer.
I can use this charm on my bracelet.
Increases resilience against being staggered or interrupted. Not bad. I think I currently like my current setup. Gotta be a lunchbox around here because those things are up. Normally where those signs are. Normally a lunchbox.
More of those kids' lunchboxes.
Yep, there it is. I lowered my rifle, standing on the car's roof. I looked out on the carnage. The zombies had almost won, but luckily I was here. Heroes are sometimes the people we least expect to be. Now my town was finally safe, thanks to me. Slung the hot piece of iron over my shoulder one more time, hope for the last time. And townspeople cautiously emerged from their hiding places, surveying the same carnage I saw, and cheered my name. I waved, and they cheered again. Now I could finally get back to my quiet, unassuming life, reading books and gardening and fiber crafts, and being the world's top mycology. Suddenly a hand seized my wrist. I looked into the eyes of the sweet, sensitive writer I had known since childhood. A smile spread across his beautiful, kind face, and I felt at peace for the first time since the zombies had first emerged. You did it. I know you could. Now we can live in peace together for the rest of our days. Okay. 7 manuscript fragment. The bolts lodged into enemies will attract bullets fired near them. Ooh. Deals increased damage to enemies that are stunned, blind, or knocked down. I feel like I want to save my manuscript stuff for later. Favorite condiment for French fries? I'd say pretty basic on that regard. I like my ketchup. Nursery rhymes. Watery rhyme. Oh, there's a lot of them. Cauldron Lake, Watery, Bright Falls. I haven't seen any in the Bright Falls area. Maybe that's because they're hidden behind the locks. And a lunchbox, Watery. More fan fiction and zombies and mycology, not gonna lie, I've read more of these. I've read my fair share of zombie. And played my fair share of zombie stuff. Watched as well. I need to find more like horror books. I haven't read a horror series in like ages. It's been a long time. Unless you count manga. In which case that's different. If you count like actual books, that's a different story. If you're a ranch person, I like ranch on occasion with stuff. Like I have to be in the mood for ranch. The hell? Like freaking out. Someone's laughing. Damn, this dude's tanky. Die. I saw the thing in his back, but I couldn't reach it. Wanted to scratch that for him, but you know. Couldn't. I'll pull out my crossbow. Oh, the doggo fell down the freaking cliff.
Another lunchbox.
Hi, Hero. I think a few pieces of paper from my private fan fiction project got mixed into some of the stashes. I don't know which ones. I posted some online and they're getting really good views. I'd appreciate it if you didn't read them. It's a privacy thing. Oh, well, that's too bad. I've read some. Sorry. Oh, I don't have enough for this. I do have enough for this, though. Hold the fire button down to draw it further. Increase damage in a straighter arc. Yeah, we'll get that one.
Saga strained to pull the string of the crossbow back as far as she could. To her surprise, the latch adjusted to accommodate her. The next bolt would stop a monster.
Nice. Put a crossbow bolt in them bastards. Nothing up here. Bird. Fishing pole. Oh, that's all flooded. Hmm. Other directions I can go with flooded. God. Hey, happy balloon. Smack it. Damn it. It didn't bust.
Scratch stalked through the forest, a terrifying dark presence in the night, more sensed than seen. Darkness boiled in his skull, like a storm cloud crammed into a bottle. The woods were alive with those he had taken. They were coming with him, directed by him, his army of darkness. His singular purpose was a sharp, pulsing black hole in his head, waves roaring out of it to whip his flock into a frenzy, filling them with his purpose. The clicker. He wanted it, to make his horrific ending to the story come true. The art was there. The clicker would push it across the final threshold, a detonator to send out a tidal wave that would spread to overtake reality. He was so close to claiming it. The Taken gibbered and shouted, straining against their invisible leashes, filled with bloodlust. Scratch let them go. They launched themselves into the night with violent glee. He ripped a signpost from the ground, swung it in his hands as if it was made of air. Ahead, the music started. It called him on. Let the final Deer Fest commence.
Oh, that's ominous. That's the final Deer Fest commence. I don't want it to be the final Deer. Box. There we go. Let's go. Stole your hamburger patty. Yeah, go kitty.
Hello? Anyone here? Nope. Did they get out? Did the Taken get them? Or were they turned into Taken? I'll need to get the key to the trailer park myself.
We'll
Elmo
find
said
out.
the key is kept in the gift shop safe.
Popcorn. A coffee cup. Popcorn is good.
Locked. Needs something to jimmy it open with.
Hmm.
A list of maintenance work.
Logged maintenance. Coffee World entrance sign defaced, cleaned with detergent, waxed sign. Should be good until someone tags it again tomorrow, Victor. Slow roaster pot is stuck once I hit it with some WD-40. Seems good for... Fallen tree near Latte Lagoon. Should probably call the tree guy. Chainsaw removed, keeping the wood. Several burnout bulbs on the pre-ladder. Placed and ordered more bulbs. Tweaking on Latte Lagoon car B. Tighten the bolts. Less bad now. Auto control panel jammed. Removed the front with screwdriver. Found a penny in there. Huh?
A screwdriver. Huh.
Hey, the lock is jammed again. I forced it last time with the screwdriver, which has disappeared again. Put stuff back when you use it. Well, then stop burning it.
Coffee World. The most caffeinated place on Earth. And yet nobody's here to help me get that key.
Yep. Getting inside the gift shop.
Using screwdrivers to break into gift shops isn't exactly standard procedure.
Wow. Wait, are we gonna be using like a screwdriver to get open these locks from now on? That's gonna be weird. How the hell? Fresh Pot gift shop. Hmm. Fun.
Another one of those cult boxes.
Only striped cups. That's the clue. One. Four. 174. No? There we go. Just slightly off. Do not take what is not yours. Too bad. I mean, I'm fine with that. I like food. Especially free food. Sorry, this toilet is temporarily out of order. Damn. WTF, all the toilets are out of order. Get your shite together. I don't know, those look open. Espresso Express. Recolator. Hot. Watery well. Legends saying this is the dwelling place of the evil water spirit, the Naki. Lures people to their watery graves. In the early days of Watery's history, this very well, was where Mari Hattori hid the bodies of his victims. With the help of his brother, Yaku Hattori. Oh, I see where the namesakes are. It's only after Mari murdered his own brother that their gruesome acts came to light, but was it the madness or the spirit of Naki possessing Mari that drove him to murder like he himself believed? There more than meets the eye. Not very safe either. The fact that there's a giant opening.
Must be locked from the other side.
Wait, there was a ranger cabin? I didn't go up there. Oh, maybe I can get there from here. Oh, it's all underwater right now. Oh, that's why I can't get in there. Yeah, it's all underwater. Yeah, I can't get over there right now. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, yes, I actually am. I need to go get some of that here pretty soon. I don't have any on hand, but I need to go get some. That there's a point of interest back here. Drawings. Guess we'll go down here for now. Take those bolts. Can I actually pop these? Pop. Pop. 3 collator. Ooh.
Jesus!
Oh, that was kind of creepy.
It's just a pot of coffee.
That is a little creepy.
Have a beautiful day.
Dark roast. Ooh, that's a big pie. Yeah, the water must be explorable once the water goes down the area.
What kind of exercise does coffee do? French presses.
Okay then.
Oh, that's ominous. Ow! Asshole. Oh shit, oh shit, ow. Jesus Christ, die.
Hey, this should get that gift shop open.
Nice. Screwdriver. Doesn't take inventory spot, does it? No. I nailed that dude in the freaking face. Not particularly, no. Carnival's kind of weird. Evil, you know. Ooh, something's here. Yeah, there's Taken right there. Ooh, let's go. One shot. Shit, I missed.
Apologize to the customers.
How about no? Oh shit.
Well, now there's less monsters.
I can't believe I missed that shot. Where did it go? Probably went flying quite a distance. If it's even recoverable anymore. Probably not even recoverable anymore. Meh.
When you ask, Mayor Seta will speak.
When you ask, Mayor Sato will speak. Whatever that means. Mocha the Moose. One morning during Coffee World's construction, a wounded moose was discovered taking shelter inside the Fresh Pot gift shop. Still limping from a leg injury, the woolly moose proved too quick for wildlife rescue. After a long and unsuccessful chase, everyone stopped for a much-needed coffee break, brewing up some of the Coffee World's finest. Before the first cup was poured, the moose appeared, drawn by the delicious aroma. He allowed himself to be treated in exchange for a steaming mug of what is now known as Mocha's signature blend. Since then, Mocha the Moose has become a beloved fixture of Coffee World, welcoming guests from across the county or country, as well as personally taste testing each of our roasts to give them the Mocha seal of approval. Amusing Mocha facts. Around 6 years old, did you know moose can live up to 25? Mocha weighs 820 pounds. Did you know moose are the largest species of deer in the world? Mocha loves to swim. Did you know moose can dive up to 20 feet underwater? Mocha's favorite drink is coffee. Did you know that Mocha is the only known moose with a caffeine addiction? That's funny. Is the boss fight gonna be the moose? That would be so hilarious if the boss fight was a moose.
A fuse is missing. Can't operate the ride without it.
Any particular reason I want to start it though? It's just cuz. Ammo. Yeah, no power, so.
No power.
Start.
Must be a fuse box around here somewhere.
Okay, so the workshop's over here. But I'm probably gonna have to go here, go around, go to here, and then through there. Since this is locked from the other side. Okay. I guess we gotta go back to here and screwdriver that. Screwdriver. Break it.
Now where is that safe?
Manuscript page. Not a manuscript. This is the manuscript.
Sorry, we're out of Bright Falls blend. Anna apologized to the customers. I'll just grab some from the back. More coffee coming right up. She suggested they ride the percolator while they waited. She passed Ilmo at the Espresso Express. Big smile, Anna. Coffee World is all smiles. Anna nodded, smiled. She smiled until her face hurt. Anna stopped walking, realized she was standing next to the Huatari well. Must have zoned out, she thought. She was about to go, but something in the well caught her eye. A shadow shifting in the dark. Anna was overcome by vertigo. The world tilted, and then she was falling down, down, down into the shaft. The darkness opened up to swallow her.
Alright, so I was exploring this. Jeff, I need another moose favor. Mocha was doing fine. He even got a glowing vet report. And then bam. They said it was a heart attack. Not blaming you. Maybe he just had a bad ticker. No tolerance for stimulants either. We're telling the kids that Mocha's taking a little vacation. But I could really use your help ASAP to maintain continuity. If you have any more in stock, thanks in advance, Ilmo. Hey, Ilmo, heads up. Got another angry voicemail from a parent about her kid poking himself in the eye with one of our souvenir pugos. Whose grand idea was it to sell kids plastic knives in a coffee-themed amusement park? Anyway, alright, it was yours. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a great idea.
Locked. Okay. What would Ilmo use for a code?
Why did you change the damn password to the safe again? I thought it was lookout, fixer, supplier. Who hurt you? Why are you paranoid? Jackal. Calm down, this one's easy. Tracker, lookout, clean. Not rocket science. Tracker, lookout, clean.
I need to open the safe. What's the combination?
People hate the puzzles, Ilmo. Why not just use keys? People love the puzzles, Jaakko. Only very smart people can think up good puzzles. Just look around and you will find the answer. Dedicated staff will be rewarded.
The combination to the safe is somewhere in the gift shop.
Yeah, cool. Tracker, lookout, cleaner. Here's somewhere in the gift shop. Tracker, lookout.
Coffee World staff. Hope they're not all monsters now.
Then lost and found. Stewart me. Park Walker. Remember, bring your liability forms for Tuesdays. Bring your dog to Coffee World Day.
The photos have stickers on them.
Do they? Fortunately, good in maintenance. Don't worry, get it fixed. Promise for completing the first year. You have a free packet of freshly ground.
I bet Ilmo's the kind of guy who likes Sudokus.
Probably. Blues in the gift shop. Hmm. Okay, so cleaner is definitely 6. Oh, it's one of these styles. Okay. Lookout, fixer, supplier. Okay, so lookout is definitely one of them. Out. What was the old code? Okay, so if I had to go with tracker, maybe lost and found. Lookout might be security. 146. Okay, cool.
The keys to my trailer. Now to find the clicker and the cult.